Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. Jai Shriman Narayan. I pay my obeisances to my spiritual master, Srimad Jagat Guru Sudarshan Acharyaji Maharaj. I pay my obeisances to Lord Sri Ramanuj. I pay my obeisances to our Purva Acharyas. I pay my obeisances to our 12 Alvars. I pay my obeisances to Mother Lakshmi. And I pay my obeisances to Lord Srimad Narayan. I welcome all of you here physically at the Sanathan Dharma in Durban, South Africa. I welcome those that's watching this discourse locally, nationally and internationally. And I welcome in advance those that are going to be watching this discourse when it is posted to the various groups around the world subsequently. Our topic is the spiritual revolution of the Shrimad Bhagavad-Gita, and together with this topic we are discussing the disrepute that Sanathan Dharma has been facing for the past 60 years since the advent of Iskcons on a fraudulent philosophy. Sanathan Dharma, the philosophy of Sanathan Dharma is found by the Creator itself. The philosophy cannot be man-made, and the Vedic philosophy is very, very simple. It is karma, dharma. What is dharma? What is karma? Both positive and negative actions is karma. Positive and negative actions is the impetus on the creation of this universe. So this universe was created by the Supreme Lord when He took into consideration all the righteous and unrighteous action of the individual souls. So the Supreme Lord wanted to reform these souls and purify them. And He created this universe only for purification, evolution and purification. Evolution, purification. This universe, the purpose of this universe is to purify all living entities. Purpose of universe is to purify all living entities. Living entities embody themselves in 8.4 million species, including man. Living entities embody themselves 8.4 million species, including man. Those plants outside there have a soul. Your soul and that plant soul is exactly the same. We have many snakes around this ashram. The soul in the snake and your soul is the same. But sometimes I have human snakes. Every now and again we see them somewhere. They come under disguise as human in the ashram, Mirali and Vasan. How many snakes have you all seen from the time you all are here? Human snakes. Too many? Okay, so all these 8.4 million body types are for you to evolve. The only body you can use to go back to the Supreme Lord is the human body. There is no other scientific explanation in the world for the creation of this universe than the explanation that I am giving you. And the explanation that I am given you. Initially, scientists said there was a big bang. Okay? So I was following the scientists. I bought rocks, I bought cement, I brought sand. I put all of them together and I wanted my driveway to get completed with the Big Bang Theory. Never happened. I had to get living entities to mix the cement, the sand, the rocks, and now my driveway is getting completed, which means the Big Bang cannot work. It didn't work here in the ashram. There was no Big Bang. But the Big Bang did happen. Big Bang did happen, but not with chemicals somehow meeting up. Ram, how easy life would have been for you if chemicals just met up? Ram? Unfortunately, chemicals don't meet up on their own. So the Big Bang was initiated when it was ripe for your karmas to turn into the universe. That's when the Big Bang happened, and the Big Bang is the frequency that on which this universe is subsisting. This universe is subsisting on, it is upheld by Sanathan Dharma. This universe is upheld and functional by Sanathan Dharma. And the Big Bang is the sound called Om. Sound called Om. You can try it. It is not a Hindu sound. It is a universal sound. It makes the same sound from everyone's mouth. The word Om makes the same sound from everyone's mouth. When you open your mouth and place your tongue in the center, it must not touch up or down. Then that sound that's emanating is Om. And when you close your mouth, it is A, U, Om. From that sound, let's be practical in what I'm saying. Sanatana Dharma is spiritual, practical science. It is for human. It must not be inconceivable. It must not be inconceivable. Sanatana Dharma, you must be able to practice it. So how many languages you speak, Abir? Only one. Anyone here speak more than one language? Ram, you smiling. F and B's is not a language. Ram, F and B's is not it's an obscenity. Ram was going to say two. His wife is happy. She was a recipient of that F and B language for many years until you came to ashram. See, even his. Now I know some F's and B's are still slipping through, but not with that gusto. And Ram? Anyone else in Ram's position here? When I talk to one Ram, I talk to all the Rams. I just catch one Ram, but I mean many Rams. Alright? Many Rams. Okay, let's see what the Vedas is saying. The Vedas is saying that the first sound that created this universe was Om. Without a language. Without a language. Now make that sound without a language. Om got any language? It is a natural sound that is emitted by human, and the human body is in the image of the Lord. And when the Lord makes Om and we make Om, there's no language attached to it. What gives you language? What gives you language? Your tongue, when it touches your palate and it touches various parts of your mouth now. Talk, say something. Vasan, say something, boy. So as the tongue go up and down, your tongue is the creator of language. Yes? Your tongue is the speaker of language. Yes? Say A. How you said it? Yeah, don't use your tongue now. Keep it in the center and say A. Keep the tongue in the center and say A. Ram? Now keep it in the center, then see his eyes come big. Now he's talking to his wife with his eyes. With his eyes. Ram, Guru knows everything. As you spend a few years here, I'll open the drawers. Okay, Ram? You cannot say A if your tongue is neutralized. Yes or no? Yes. If your tongue is neutralized, you cannot say a single word. Yes or no? Yes, I want to be practical. Alright? Vasan? Must see if you can post this video to NASA. Alright, you got the contacts. You work in air. Alright, Vasan? You can manipulate the airwaves. Yeah, now Guru's head is right temperature. Smiley, Vasan. Yesterday we didn't have anybody for cow's food. Before Nano, he had to go for the meeting, which is important. So I said, okay, go. Then Sean was working and the van was with him. And then I said, I don't want to trouble Vasudeva. And then guess who walks in? All smiling. I came by the door and I saw a huge smile. And I said, Lord Narayan works. Smiley was 2 weeks early for the month of the Ramanujan's Saturday satsang. And I want you all to be in Smiley's mindset that the month of the Ramanujan he was so conscientized that he came 2 weeks early. Exactly 4 o'clock on a Saturday. And the cows were saved, the Gomatas were saved. Not only that, I got a nice pack of cakes and 2 chocolates. So it was my lucky day yesterday. Thank you, Smiley. See God, when I say God works through people, Yeah. So coming back, the Vedas state that Om is the original sound without language. Is the Vedas true or untrue? Vedas true or untrue? Because you tested it. There's no other sound you can make with your tongue in neutral. The only sound that you can make is Om, And Om is not a Hindu language sound. Are you understanding? It's a natural sound a human makes when the tongue is in neutral. Then the Vedas say that all languages, alphabets and sound originate from Om. Here again what the Vedas say, all languages, alphabets and sound originate from Om. Is it true or false? So the original sound in you is what? The sound coming out of your system is what? And when you click your tongue, you get various sound, whilst that continuous sound from within is always Om, and that sound Om is found in the universe as the frequency of the universe. That sound Om is the universal frequency of the universe. If somebody doubts me, go and Google what is the frequency of the universe. Okay? If you doubt me, anyway, those that's live and those that's watching on social media, Google the frequency of the universe. It's a sound, Om, and it has a specific hertz in which it is oscillating. So we've established here in this ashram practically with your own mouths that the original sound for creation, this Om, is called the Big Bang by scientists. This Om is called the Big Bang by scientists. You understand? When creation took place, everything that you see in this universe is absolute and precise. Absolute and precise, and the timing for the sun to take place, the timing for the moon to take its position, the timing for the millions of planets to take its position had to be exact. Had to be exact. 1 millisecond off, this universe would have collapsed. 1 millisecond off, this universe would have collapsed. To keep the universe in its current status quo, the 4 Vedas was inserted in the universe. The 4 Vedas was inserted in the universe as a program. The universe is a supercomputer. Universe is a supercomputer. To keep the program of the universe intact, the 4 Vedas were inserted in the universe. All of you understand? Something had to run this universe. Yes or no? Like something needs to run your body. What needs to run your body? That same Vedas. Vedas is not an Indian word. It's a Sanskrit word. Sanskrit is the first spoken language which can be scientifically proven today as the first language or mother language. That is why NASA wants to use Sanskrit in computers because it's the perfect language. Sanskrit is the perfect, precise language, not created by human, created by the Creator. Sanskrit is not created by human. Sanskrit is created by the Creator and scientifically proven as the first language. Any language, even today, Ram, you create one language. Today, you and Bobby sitting there, you don't want the Guru to know you're swearing the Guru. You'll create one language and swear the Guru. Only you all two will know you're swearing the Guru. You take that language and take it backward. You'll find it took its birth in Sanskrit. Sanskrit is not Hinduism. Sanskrit is a language. Sanskrit is a language. All languages took its birth in Sanskrit. Okay? Then we say that the Vedas were programmed into the universe to run this universe. And this is why I say this universe is upheld by Sanathan Dharma. Sanatan is a Sanskrit word. It simply means eternal. Eternal. Dharma means righteousness, duty, but I use it as cosmic law. I use it as cosmic law. So Sanatan means eternal, Dharma means cosmic law, eternal cosmic law. Eternal means it never had a beginning, it will never have an end. That's the meaning of eternal. Cosmic law refers to all the natural laws in this universe. All the natural laws in this universe. Who can use those laws in the universe? From the 8.4 million species of life, which life form can use this transcendental knowledge of cosmic law? Only humans. So this transcendental law that was programmed in the universe is there for every human to utilize in this body. Because when you were a snake, you were spitting venom. You could not breathe. But there are many humans spitting venom. Alright, that's why my satsang is small. And when those venomous humans come here, I get rid of them as fast as possible. Alright? So you can see right now there's no venom. Protected species. Alright, every now and again the venomous people. So snakes live together, isn't it? Okay, look around. Wasn't? All our snakes are in contact with each other, you know that. Okay, I don't want to go there. So, I repeat these things to you timelessly. I repeat it to you timelessly so that you can finally understand that you are already programmed. Who? You. And the universe is already programmed, the universe uses a remote control for the life that you are living. This life that you are living, the universe has that remote. And this is why in Sanathan Dharma they say you are not the doer. No, leave that body part. You are not the doer. You are being done by your own actions of the previous life. Nothing is a coincidence. That you are programmed by the universe. Whatever is happening to you in your lifetime now, you created it in a previous lifetime, it got programmed in the universe, and the universe is making sure you live what you programmed. Universe is making sure that you live what you programmed, and the Supreme Lord is seated inside your soul, driving this body so you live exactly as per that program. You live exactly as per that program. Are we in understanding? Whether you believe the Guru or not, you are still programmed. Whether you believe the Guru or not, you are still programmed. Every illness you have, you created it in your previous lifetime and you living it in this lifetime. Every illness is in your subtle body. Which is your subtle body? Pinch yourself, see if you can feel your subtle body. Which is your subtle body? Shisha, your son came in a wrong satsang, but let's see if I can find 5 minutes for you. Alright? Every week you not hear and the Guru goes into personal life. Now you hear Guru is on another trajectory. Alright, just before I finish, put your hands up. I'll take about 15 minutes just for you. I have to satisfy every devotee that, there must be a message for everyone who's listening to my voice, and around the world. Your subtle body is your mind, your intellect, and your ego, your identity. Your subtle body is your mind, your intellect, and your ego, and all illnesses is programmed in your mind. All illnesses is programmed into your mind. We say your body changes. Science has proven that your body changes every 7 years. All the cells in your body is replaced by new cells, yes? So if you have cancer, depending which part of your 7th year, and cancer, where cancer resides, where does it show its symptom? In your cells. And if the cells are replaced, why isn't your cancer replaced? If you are mentally unstable and you are in a mental hospital, all the cells in your brain replicates and become brand new after 7 years. Why aren't the hospital releasing patients? Why do they not come normal? Because the cells have become brand new. And talking about brand new cells, I see many brand new cells in the wrapping of the brain. still in the package from birth. Brand new. I'm saying, whatever illness you have, why doesn't that illness leave you in 7 years? What the scientists are saying is true. Your cells replicate in every 7 years. There's a lot of people that have bone disease, yes? The cells every 7 years in your bone replicate. Why you still have those illnesses when every cell in your body changes after every 7 years? Because the illness is computed in your subtle body. The illness is computed in your subtle body and it exposes its symptom on your gross body. Where's the root of your illness? Subtle body. Where does it exhibit itself? Gross body. Which body does a guru work on? So the guru changes your dynamics in the subtle body, and what happens to the illness in the gross body? You understand? Like your computer has a virus. Your computer has a... Where is the virus in the computer? In the CPU. That virus inhibits the computer from certain functions, yes? So if you wash and wipe and clean your computer on the outside, anything will happen? Until you tackle the CPU and you do an antivirus scan, only then the computer can function to its optimum, yes or no? Yes. So every human comes with a virus. That virus is from your previous life and maybe previous life, and that virus is what you call suffering in this life. That virus is what you call suffering in this life. And you need a virus technician, a human virus technician. And who's the human virus technician? Guru. Not temple where they say who did it. Yeah, the guru say you did it. Who did it? You. Even if somebody go and do it for you, it means in a previous lifetime you did it for that person, not somebody. Not somebody, because there's a perfect example of action and reaction by Newton's law. Karma is a subtle law of action and reaction. So if I take a ball and I throw it on the floor, that ball will deflect at the same angle that it touched the floor. So if I take a ball and I throw it and it touched the floor at 30 degrees, it will rebound in exactly 30 degrees to Vasan's head. Exactly 30 degrees. That law cannot be changed. So anyone in the sound of my voice, please don't do it for anyone. They'll come back and do it to you. If you cut 5 lines, they'll cut 5. No, it's equal. Whatever you do to others must come back to you exactly. And that is why God sits in your soul. That is why God sits in your soul, to make sure that mathematics is exact. God sits in your soul to make sure mathematics is exact. You steal from me today, I steal from you tomorrow. Okay? Are you understanding? So this is the dynamics on which the universe operates. This is the dynamics on which the universe operates, and it is an eternal dynamic. What eternal means? Nobody can change it. Nobody can change it. Okay? And I'm saying this all the time. I'm saying it in my posts. You're reading it in my post? I'm saying this all the time. I want you to understand that God is precise and absolute. God is precise and absolute, and there is only one system in this universe. How many systems? One. There is only one system in the universe, and nobody can tamper it. Nobody can tamper with this system. At creation, God said, whoever want to worship me in any faith, what God said? Whoever want to worship me in any faith, I will make that faith strong in that person. What is that telling you? What is that telling you? It's giving legitimacy to every religion. The Creator God said that whichever faith you want to worship me in, I will make that faith steadfast and strong so you can worship me in that faith. Do you think that's a bona fide Creator God? Because remember when we say the Supreme Lord is Narayan, when we say that, Narayan means source and goal of all living entities. Narayan means source and goal of all living entities. Don't you think that is the Creator? That is how the Creator God should be addressed? Source and goal of all living entities. We're not giving God a name, because once you give God a name, you make Him small. You make Him small. When you give God a name, you're limiting Him. Can you limit God? Is God not limitless? So when you give God a particular name, then you're making Him very, very small. But when you address Him with His attributes, then it is legitimate. The source and goal of all living entities, is that an attribute? Do you understand? So when God stated, it's in the Bhagavad-Gita, just that I didn't by heart the Bhagavad-Gita, so I can't give it to you, but God said, whichever faith a man worships me, I will make that faith steadfast in him, for in reality he is worshipping me, the Creator God. Okay, there had to be a Creator God before religion, because every religion got a starting date. Yes? And it is logic will tell you, if a religion is 1,000 years and science is saying minimum 14 billion years this earth is here, who was there that created this earth 14 billion years ago. Logic, yes? So we have to understand this universe through logic. Nothing must be inconceivable. You must not think what is in heaven. You must not perceive what is in heaven. You must not perceive what is in hell. You must know what is in heaven. Why must God hide heaven from you? Why must God hide hell from you? Guruji, in this coming month of the Ramanujans, Guruji went to the 28 hells. How many? Personally. Guruji should ask to be buried in a hole for how many days, Vasan? 40 days. Vasan, I took Vasan. Vasan went. We saw where Guruji should be buried for 40 days, and he used to ask his family to uncover him after 40 days. Guruji, there's Guruji here, used to be buried for 40 days at a time. He used to leave his material body and travel all over the universe. And this is not a story in the 1600s. This is a verifiable story right now. You can go into Guruji's family, into Guruji's records, and Guruji should ask to be buried every now and again for 40 days. He used to leave his material body and his soul, and that is when. So when you think of hell, what you thinking of? I know what you thinking of. I know your wife told you many times, go to hell. But here the Guru is asking you, now you need to get that real picture of hell. How far away you think hell is?
Hell is here.
Where?
Hell is here.
Yeah, I see you, other hand, you're trying to show me next to you. So you're trying to say, tell me you live more in hell than Guruji. Guruji should only go for 40 days. How many years you in hell? Vasan, I need more cold air. So the scriptures describe 28 types of hell. Guruji has been there, he witnessed it, he came back and he reported it. And I'm reporting to you. Okay? You think Guruji would have lied?
No.
Guruji is the foremost spiritual master of the 21st century. Guruji is the foremost spiritual master of the 21st century. He knew every mantra and he knew how to chant it in its correct frequency. You see, in this ashram there's no priest and there's no havans. Why? Why? I don't have any local priests running around me. Why I don't do rituals? Because nobody has the right frequency. It's only a Pancharatra Agama priest. Only a Pancharatra Agama priest that knows the frequency correctly. So 28 hells exist on 28 different frequencies. And because Guruji knew the mantras, he knew how to connect that frequency and how to take his soul on that spiritual dimension. Right now in this room here, in this room, we only operating on two frequencies, sound frequency and sight frequency. But yet in this room, in existence, are thousands of frequencies. In this room, in existence are thousands of frequencies. If you qualified with the Vedas, if you could align yourself, you could be watching different frequencies in this room. In this room itself, but your eyes can only see at a certain frequency and your ear can only hear at a certain frequency. If Lakshman could talk and we brought him there, what do you think Lakshman would have been seeing? What do you think Lakshman, our dog, would have been hearing? If we brought a snake, so we had some snakes, they went to us, never remind me. I should have asked them when they were here what they could see. But if you bring a snake, what do you think the snake can see? What do you think the snake can feel? What do you think the snake can hear? So what I'm telling you, it cannot be inconceivable or mind-boggling, because you know a bird can see from 5,000 meters, 5 kilometers in the air. An eagle can see a rat. So it means that we are not calibrated to see those things that I'm talking about. It does not mean to say it doesn't exist. It does not mean to say it doesn't exist. You know, there's a famous saying in the Indians mostly, I must see it to believe it. You know Indians? I must see it to believe it. Alright? Can you hold that true?
No.
Because you can't even see a few meters, a few hundred meters properly. How are you going to see to believe? How are you going to see to believe? So everything in this universe is already automated. And you are automated. Running you are the three modes of nature. Impelling you are the three modes of material, nature, and a calibration or computation of your karma. So there's only three modes that you can exist in. Mode of goodness, mode of action, and mode of ignorance. Mode of goodness, mode of passion, action, and mode of ignorance. To go back to God, whatever mode you are in, to go back to God, you have to get into the mode of goodness. Mode of goodness is righteous living. You have the program inside you already to go back to God. You have the program already inside you already to go back to God. What is that program called? That got a virus at the moment. Embedded in you, doesn't matter which religion you are in, embedded in every human being are energy vortexes. Energy vortexes, 108 in total, but 7 main energy vortex called chakras. Science is finding this to be true. Is science talking about chakras now? Is science talking about chakras? Okay, it's their essence, creation. Chakras are their essence, creation. When you align your chakras to the universe's chakras, universe also has those 7 chakras in the supercomputer, and you have the 7 chakras in your body. When it becomes in alignment, then this is your last life. 7 chakras in the universe, 7 chakras in your body. When it interfaces, this is your last life. Job of the Guru is to align your chakras with the chakras of the universe so that you can liberate yourself. Understand? So no guru, no pastor, no Molana, no rabbi can reconfigure the universe. Hear me again. No guru, no Molana, no pastor, no rabbi, no traditional leader. No one can reconfigure the universe. However, they can assist you to reconfigure yourself. Which religion does not connect you to your chakras? Iskcon. Is gone. Alright, so I'm going to read 2 verses from the Shrimad Bhagavatam, and I want to explain. I can't explain these in 4 paragraphs on my post, so I want to use these discourses. I know we were on the spiritual revolution of the Bhagavad-Gita, but before the Bhagavad-Gita goes into you, we have to clean up the space. And this space has been contaminated for the past 50 years by Iskcon. Iskcon has a virus that has enveloped the mind through indoctrination. What is the meaning of indoctrination? What is the meaning of indoctrination? Forced teaching. So Swami Prabhupada, one of his rules in Iskcon is his followers must only read his books. That's a standing rule. His followers must only read his books. If they read any other books, then they are disqualified as a follower. And this has led to a murder. This has led to a murder. Alright? Now the Vedas, on the other hand, allows you to critically analyze information. What does critically analyze information mean? Wasn't? What does indoctrination do to your mind? And what does critically analyze information do to your mind? So the Vedas open your mind. Indoctrination closes your mind with specific information. Yes? How traumatic is indoctrination? Does it cause trauma in your psychology?
Yes.
That is what has caused child molestation in Iskcon. Murder, child molestation, rape, because when the mind cannot think anymore, what happens to the mind? A terrorist. What gives birth to a terrorist?
Indoctrination.
Indoctrination gives birth to all the terrorists. Yes or no?
Yes.
Because the terrorists believe. And indoctrination is so powerful that you can kill. Many people have been killed for going against Iskon. Right yesterday, Friday, when Santoshi? Friday, a doctor visited me from Joburg with one of my devotees. And his friend is a devotee was a devotee in Iskcon in the Johannesburg branch. And when he complained against certain criminalities that he saw for himself, they nearly assassinated him. He had to relocate. He had to relocate and hide. There was a man that wrote a book on the atrocities of Iskcon in America. 2 days later, he was murdered by an Iskcon devotee because of indoctrination. Do you understand? All of you are understanding that indoctrination belongs to the devil. Indoctrination belongs to the devil. And I'm just going to... There was... Wasn't I told you somebody was spying on me, or what you call it? Drone. So last week there was a drone at the ashram. Okay? And we were busy putting rocks on the driveway. And Cyrus, I was inside, and Cyrus said he heard a humming noise, and when he looked up, there was a drone looking at him. And when he looked at the drone left the driveway. Okay? So this is what Iskcon do. If you complain against Iskcon, they kill you. Iskcon is a mafia. Is a criminal mafia hiding under the name of Lord Krishna. Yes? Criminal mafia. I uncovered over 500 cases. I'm talking with evidence. I uncovered over 500 cases of atrocities against humanity by Iskcon. And there is an Iskcon devotee. Go on YouTube. Go and look at Iskcon files. Go quickly, download, because Iskcon going to start deleting all these evidence. Alright? All the evidence of Iskcon is on Google. Even AI and Google agrees with me. Go on to my post on Facebook, and in the bottom, AI will ask a question. Iskon being criticized, and you press there, then AI will tell you, yes, this is what Iskon did. So for all the human that's not listening to what I'm saying, AI is listening. Who's listening? AI. Alright? Be ashamed, Iskon devotees. Why do you think Iskon is where it is today? Why do you think Iskon is the biggest criminal movement under the guise of religion? Why do you think it is there today? Who gives Iskon its power? Its devotees. Every Iskon devotee empowers Iskon in its criminalities. You think they know or they don't know? You think they know or they don't know? Every child that's raped, who's complicit, who's an accessory after that fact? Every devotee. If I was committing a crime here, who's supposed to point it out first? And if this was a criminal ashram, what you supposed to do, Nirali? You're supposed to make sure it closes down so that other people don't get hoodwinked by continuously covering up a crime. You tell me which Iskon devotee is poor? Have you all seen Iskon devotees going to Iskon in an Uber? Outside Iskon, have you all seen any rusty cars? Every Iskon devotee can afford data. Yes? Every Iskon devotee has the best cell phone. Yes? Every Iskon devotee has Wi-Fi. Yes? Every Iskon devotee can go on to Google. Will Google lie? And every Iskon devotee can type on top, criminalities by Iskon. After they do that, and if they still stay in Iskon, whichever devotee of Iskon has read my post, and they continue staying in Iskon, are they on Lord Krishna's side, or are they on Kamsa's side? You understand? What do you think should happen to Iskon? Every country should ban Iskon in their country, don't you think? Every country should ban Iskon in their country. And who should take the start? And in which country? Those of you all that are used to Govindas, go and eat quickly. Go and eat quickly. Alright? Because I started this, I'm not going to stop. No matter how many years it takes me, Iskon has to be closed down. There's no remedy for cancer. Is there any cure for cancer? Unless you remove it completely from society. Iskon is a cancer in society, and we have to remove it completely. We have to remove it completely from society. The most heinous crime is when a child is raped. The most heinous crime is when a child is raped. And every devotee of Iskon is guilty of rape. Yes or no? Because when children are raped, did you see any Iskon devotees protesting against those gurus that are raping children? When Iskon devotees are not protesting, when these gurus and they bribing, they're paying fines, they're paying people for these cases to go away. Is there no mother in Iskcon? Or are those heartless mothers that are in Iskcon? Those mothers that are in Iskcon, do they have a heart? Because if they had a heart, they would have risen. They would have risen. You understand? Iskcon is a lifestyle. Iskcon is a lifestyle. What happened to DJ somebody?
It's murdered.
He was murdered. Why? That's a lifestyle. Drugs, nightlife, it's a lifestyle. You all seen in the Madlanga Commission? Are you all not seen? What's the difference with Iskcon? Iskcon is international. Iskcon is international. They have to be shut down. And we started from Sri Narayan Dham. I told you all in October that the Sri Narayan Dham currently is the leading ashram in the world. Did I tell you all that in October? Did I prove it to you all in October?
Yes.
Today, every institution is following the Sri Narayan Dham in giving discourses on the Bhagavad-Gita. The Sri Narayan Dham started discourses on the Bhagavad-Gita. Even that mad dancer who sees you when you see him, Ice Guru, from this week they starting discourses on Bhagavad-Gita. So I am waiting. That is why I pulled my handbrakes a little bit. Because there can only be one true discourse on the Bhagavad-Gita. I'm waiting for eyes. Chapter 1, verse 1. Chapter 1, verse 1. And then the Guru will show chapter 1, verse 1. Do you understand? So we woke up, we were the only organization in the world to start the Bhagavad-Gita revolution. And everyone is following. That is our spiritual potency. That's how potent we are spiritually. And now we're starting to dismantle Iskcon. So this is the verse. Vasan, what you do to my glasses? Where? Yeah. So I want to do this on this live because it's difficult for me to type. And when I go set the workers and come back, sometime my 2 hours of typing disappears. So somebody needs to teach me to type somewhere else, save it. When the whole thing is complete, then go on Facebook. So I go on Facebook and I put one paragraph, I go outside, I come back, I put another paragraph, I go outside, I come back, I see no paragraph. I don't know if these people hacked me on Facebook. They have a lot of money. So this is what their comment is. Iskcon, this is how they're validating, they're using this verse to validate that Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and I want to read this verse. So I'm going to go to one verse before that, alright? I'll go 2 verses before that. Canto 1, Chapter 3, verse 26. O Brahmanas, comma, the incarnations of the Lord are innumerable, like rivulets flowing from inexhaustible sources of water. Canto 1, Chapter 3, verse 26. Verse 27 states, all the rishis, manus, demigods, and descendants of Manu, who are especially powerful, are plenary portions or portions of the plenary portions of the Lord. This also includes the Prajapatis. What does plenary portion mean? Check it up so you give the correct word. Plenary, plenary portions. And then they conclude with verse 28, Canto 1, Chapter 3. All of the above mentioned incarnations are either plenary portions or portions of the plenary portions of the Lord. Then they say, but Lord Shri Krishna is the original personality of Godhead. All of them appear on planets whenever there is a disturbance created by the atheists. The Lord incarnates to protect the theists. So in this verse, there is saying Lord Shri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and all these other incarnations are plenary portions of Lord Shri Krishna. We understand it. What is our contention with Iskcons?
Krishna is an avatar of the Supreme Lord.
Because they use this verse and they say in this verse, Lord Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Who wrote this book?
Prabhupada.
Who wrote this book?
Prabhupada.
This is from Prabhupada Canto 1. This is Prabhupada's Canto 1. Alright? Then I'm reading, who wrote this book?
Prabhupada.
Prabhupada, Canto 5. This is Canto 5. Canto 5, Chapter 17. Canto 5, Chapter 17, Text 14. Text 14. So, I'm using critical analysis because this is what the Vedas say you must do. What the Vedas say you must do? Use critical analysis. So I'm using critical analysis because I'm governed by the authorized verdict injunctions. Okay? And this verse is stating, and I want you to hear it nicely, to show mercy to his devotees in each of these 9 tracts of land, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, known as Narayana, expands himself in his quadruple principles of Vasudeva, Sankarsana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. In this way, he remains near his devotees to accept their service. So the same Swami Prabhupada, same Prabhupada, same compiler, same translator, same person, he gives a contradictory account. A contradictory account. So the Vedas state, what the Vedas state? If there is a contradiction in any scripture, in any scripture, if there is a contradiction, then you must leave that scripture down. And you must take authority from the four Vedas. What the Vedas? The rule when you critically analyzing the Vedas is, if there is a contradiction in any scripture, then you must take authority from the Shruti verses. The Shruti is the four Vedas. Now you Google. You and whoever is listening to me, all of you here. When you Google and ask Google, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead in Sanathan Dharma as per the four Vedas? Very, very simple. No one has to go to the mountains. Arnold. No one has to go to the Himalayas, 3/4 naked, you don't know how to tie the dhoti, every wind the dhoti must fall down. No one has to go there, Arnold. You just pull out your phone. What you do? Pull out your phone and type there, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead according to the four Vedas. And that Google will tell you Lord Srimad Narayan or Vishnu. Lord Srimad Narayan or Vishnu. If Google does not do that, then I am telling you, in every of the four Vedas there's the Purusha Sukta. Whole four Vedas got the Purusha Sukta, and the Purusha Sukta translated shows that Lord Srimad Narayan is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All four Vedas. Do you understand? So I cannot explain this on a post, and this is why I brought it here, because you all are distributing the post. And when you get comments, then I'm arming you. I am arming you so that you are equipped. I have not asked my devotees to go on a attacking spree. None of my devotees are attacking Iskcon. But I've asked them that if there's any clarification, they can do it on the post they have posted. Okay? So it is a sad moment in Sanathan Dharma. Many hearts are painful around the world, and my heart is also resonating with the pain, because when you have been lied to, I want you to read Swami Prabhupada's books. I was telling Mataji the other day, I read every book of his. I read every book of his many times. And his books are pure indoctrination. There's nothing new there. He only changes headings. More than 50% of the content is brainwashing. More than 50% of the content is brainwashing. All right. So we've ascertained, and when I say indoctrination, the evidence is by Swami Prabhupada himself. If he say only read my books, don't read any outside books, and read my books, and he says it again and again and again and again. What he says? Read my books only, and read it again and again and again and again. Is that not indoctrination in its totality? Yes? Okay. So this is a lesson to the world. This is a lesson to the world. Don't fall for gurus. Don't fall for gurus nilly. If a guru is not preaching the four Vedas, he is not a guru in Sanathan Dharma. If a guru is not teaching the four Vedas, he is not a guru of Sanathan Dharma. What they do, they steal Lord Narayan's name, Lord Krishna's name, Lord Ram's name. They'll sing those bhajans, but they'll be anti-Vedas. They'll be anti-Vedas. Swami Prabhupada told his devotees not to read the four Vedas. Swami Prabhupada told his devotees not to read the Brahma Sutras. He lied to them that the Shrimad Bhagavatam is a natural commentary on the Brahma Sutras, which is not. Swami Prabhupada told his devotees only to read his books. Okay, and I'm going to close up now. Everything Swami Prabhupada has done is based on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the 1500s. In the 1500s. Okay? So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born in Bengal. You all heard of Mamta Banerjee? You can see what kind of governor she is. I think that consciousness came from there. Alright? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went to Sri Rangam. Where he went? He learned of Lord Ramanuj in Sri Rangam. He adopted one of the followers' son of Sri Ramanuj Sampradaya from Sri Rangam. I want you to hear this properly. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that the Sri Sampradaya is authentic. What does that mean? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said Lord Ramanuj is authentic. What did he say? Lord Ramanuj is authentic and the Sri Sampradaya is authentic. Who said this? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He said the Bhakti movement is authentic of Lord Sri Ramanuj. Then he took the Bhakti movement and he adopted one of the children that follows Sri Sampradaya, Lord Ramanuj, and he took him to Bengal and he became one of the 6 Goswamis. He became one of the 6 Goswamis. If you say the head of the university is authentic and the university is authentic, Sri Sampradaya is a spiritual university. You say that university is authentic. Who's the head of a university? Dean? Dean. Not your friend or cousin Dean Ram. Ram, you sleeping, wake up, Ram. The dean of the university is authentic and you take a syllabus of that university. You take in a syllabus of that university, then you go posy. Where you go? In Sri Rangam you say in hundreds, my group. Everything is correct. What you say in Sri Rangam? Everything is hundreds. You all are so hundreds, I'm taking one child from you. I am taking one child from you, and then you go posy. Where you go? Posy. Posy means home in South African slang. And where's his home? Godia in Bengal. Where? When he goes home, he changes the whole thing. He changes the whole thing, and now all the parts that he liked, he kept it, which is the bhakti movement, and the part that he didn't like, he discarded it, and he called it now the Gaudiya Sampradaya. Gaudiya Sampradaya is Posy Sampradaya. Imagine the universe. How big is the universe? How big is this universe? How many sampradayas exist in the universe according to Vedic injunctions? 4. He made a small Posy Sampradaya and he linked it to one of the 4 sampradayas. Which is an obvious sampradaya is supposed to link, because he took all our information. He had no information. He came to the Sri Rangam, he took the Sri Sampradaya information and he tweaked it. Which logical sampradaya was he supposed to align himself with? He aligns it with Madhva Sampradaya. And Madhva Sampradaya is in total opposition to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings. Madhva Sampradaya states Lord Srimad Narayan is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu states that Lord Shri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and his devotee states that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Lord Shri Krishna. Now I want you to understand this. In the Bhagavad-Gita chapter 15 verse 15, Lord Krishna says, I must be known by all the Vedas. What he says? I must be known by all the Vedas. Then when he becomes Krishna, the avatar Mahaprabhu Chaitanya, he says, I must be known by the Brahma Samhita, which has no roots and connection to the Vedas. Now, which Lord Krishna is telling a lie? Because definitely one Lord Krishna is a liar. And which Lord Krishna is a liar? Karan. One Lord Krishna has to be a liar. One Krishna appeared in the Mahabharata, and one Krishna appeared 500 years ago and found one chapter 5. He found chapter 5. So this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was suffering from epilepsy. He was suffering from epilepsy, and he should get into fits, and he used to froth from his mouth. And Iskcon is saying that is spiritual ecstasy. Iskcon devotees are saying he used to go in the Krishna mode with frothing in the. You think God will ever froth?
No.
I'm being serious. Whose word will you take? The Krishna of Mahabharata or the Krishna that used to have epileptic fits and frog to his mouth? Because the Krishna in the Mahabharata and the Krishna that have epileptic. So what are the side effects of epileptic fits? Seizures. Does someone want to Google side effects of epilepsy? Side effects of epilepsy. Will it affect your mental state? Will epilepsy affect your mental state? Will it help you to create a delusional status?
Confusion and memory loss.
Confusion and?
Memory loss.
I'm not here playing games, Arnold. I'm here to dismantle with the absolute truth, and I'm taking the world on this vehicle. This is a vehicle of Sanathan Dharma. Why would God, Lord Krishna, have fits? Why would Lord Krishna have fits? Then the body of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu have not been recovered. Iskcon will say Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's body merged into Lord Jagannath. But everyone else is saying he was murdered and his body thrown away, because when he went to Jagannath Puri and claimed, his devotees claimed that he was Krishna, the Pandits were not happy with that. The Pandits were not happy, and there's an allegation that he was killed by the Pandit and his body hidden. Not found until today. Not found until today. Will God come and embarrass himself like this? Will God ever embarrass himself? There is a question mark on his death, and others say he had epilepsy and died in an epileptic fit and he drowned. And he drowned. Will God ever, if God came to give us a message, we know with Lord Ram and we know the original Lord Krishna, we know the message was right, God suffered, he went through all the karmas, but everything was divine in the end, yes? And there was a conclusion. There was a conclusion. Then also Swami Prabhupada. Swami Prabhupada. They say, his devotees say, I am jealous because Lord Krishna speaks to him. They say Lord Krishna spoke to him and all his books are from Lord Krishna himself. Alright? Lord Krishna from the Mahabharata, throughout the Mahabharata he says, I am Narayan. Throughout the Mahabharata he says, I am Lord Narayan. Adequate evidence. Alright? This Lord Krishna says, no, I am higher than Narayan. Lord Narayan is number 4 from me. Lord Narayan is number 4 from me. Which Krishna are you going to believe? The epileptic Krishna or the Krishna that gave us the Bhagavad-Gita? That Krishna who found one chapter Which Krishna are you going to believe, Arnold? The Krishna who mysteriously found one chapter doesn't exist in any Vedas, or the Krishna that gave you the Bhagavad-Gita? Which Krishna are you going to follow? Because these two Krishnas cannot coexist. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has decried the Vedas. What decried means? He brought the Vedas into non-existence. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought the whole Vedas to non-existence. And the Krishna from the Bhagavad-Gita brought all the Vedas into existence, because the Bhagavad-Gita is a summary of all the Vedas. You understand? You understand where we are?
Yes.
Then I have a recording of Swami Prabhupada saying that he was poisoned by his devotees. I have a valid recording, authentic recording of Swami Prabhupada stating that he was poisoned. We don't know whether medical results were tampered. This is a tampering organization, and if anyone wanted to get rid of Swami Prabhupada, what would their intentions be? Mafia organization. Remember, many drug addicts was his congregation. You think many of those drug addicts were not drug dealers? And when you open an international organization, how drugs can get couriered under the guise of Krishna consciousness around the world? I come from the police force. I used to be a detective. And I come from law, where I was a law analyst / investigator. It is my job to only put the truth to you. It is my job only to put the absolute truth to you. And this is part of the truth. You think using Krishna consciousness, God consciousness, if you was bona fide, will God allow anyone to poison you?
No.
And if you was bona fide Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you think his body was not supposed to be decently, you don't think he's supposed to die decently. His body is supposed to be found. Do you understand? Are these not negative vibrations? Is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's shrouded death, is it positive or negative? Is Swami Prabhupada's shrouded death, is it positive or negative? In which vibration does God vibrate in?
Positive.
And if you are the number one person for God, both Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Swami Prabhupada, what was your death supposed to be? Positive or negative?
Positive.
Jai Shrimad.